welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Savannah, and in today's video we are going to be talking all about my hair. I've gotten so many questions and comments over the past few days asking about what I do to my hair, how do I wash it, what kind of products I use, is it real, is this really my hair? I've gotten all sorts of questions about it, so I thought it would be a perfect idea to make a big video talking about everything that I use, and the products, how I style it, what I do whenever it's wet out of the shower. So I thought that this would be a very good informative video for anybody that has curly hair, or even if you just have wavy hair and you just want to try it and see what can come of your hair, like if that makes any sense. Also, I wanted to add two things. Today is Monday the 13th, so yesterday was Easter, so I hope that everybody had a really great Easter Sunday if you celebrate, and I hope that you are all staying safe with your families during this crazy time. I know it's hard for everybody right now, but we are all trying our best, so yeah. And then also I want to thank everybody for 1,000 subscribers. Like, that's literally insane. I was nowhere near 1,000 subscribers before I posted my Aerie video, and I've gained a lot of followers or subscribers since then, and I just want to say that I'm super thankful if you guys have found me through that video and if you've chosen to subscribe, and I really appreciate you. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get on to the video. But before we do that, I would just like to remind you to please subscribe down below, and also feel free to check out my Instagram. This is my Instagram right here if you guys would like to go follow. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get on into the video. I've literally only filmed my intro and I'm already sweating. So the first thing that goes into my curly hair routine is what I do in the shower. So before I even begin to shower, I always brush out my hair. I just use like a traditional brush. I'll either use a wet brush or I'll just use my regular hairbrush. I don't use a comb just because I feel like it gets a little bit too tedious and my hair is a lot. I have a lot of hair and I have a lot to go through and brush out, so it just works better for me to just brush it out. And I always start from the bottom half and work my way upwards. So you never want to start brushing your hair like up here. You always want to kind of start at the bottom and kind of work your way through the bottom, because if you start all the way up here and you have a ton of tangles, it's going to strip so much more hair then you need to. Simply just starting brushing your hair a little bit lower is already going to help if you are losing a lot of hair whenever you're brushing your hair. Hop straight into the shower, and the first thing, literally the very first thing that I do before I do anything else, is I put on my purple shampoo. So the first question that I get is my hair naturally blonde? And it is not. To color my hair, I only get it colored twice a year. So in between that time, I tone my hair in the shower. So that is what is able to kind of keep my maintenance up. And since I don't go very often, I kind of naturally get low lights. Like, you can see like darker pieces just from only getting it colored twice a year instead of like getting it done every 6 weeks like a lot of people do with their color. I know that Bedhead makes two different types of dumb blonde shampoos. One is like a super vibrant purple, and then the other one is just kind of like a lighter purple. You want the super dark, crazy, scary purple kind of color, because that is what is really going to tone your hair. Whenever I first started getting my blonde done, I had no idea what purple shampoo was. So anytime that I was ever blonde before, I was yellow, I was brassy, and that's just not, it's not a good look. The purple shampoo really does help with just kind of keeping everything looking not silver, because I don't want my hair to be like white, if that makes any sense, but it does keep it a nice cool tone blonde, which is literally my favorite thing in the entire world. I've been trying to get a cool tone blonde literally since I started dyeing my hair. I do tone my hair every time that I wash my hair, and I wash my hair twice a week. It just works for me. I've noticed that compared to my friends that also have straight hair versus my friends that have curlier hair, the ones that always have straight hair, they always have to wash their hair a lot more frequently, because the texture of the curls, they don't have it. So the oils and everything kind of go, like, they show up a little bit more. If you've ever straightened your hair and you have naturally curly hair, you know that your hair kind of gets a little bit shinier and more greasy whenever it is straight. I do still use dry shampoo if I'm in between washes and it starts to look kind of greasy. I always use Batiste. That is the best dry shampoo ever, and I just kind of spray it all over, massage it in, and then I'll just put my hair up and just kind of forget about it. I also let that purple shampoo sit in my hair for about 5 or so minutes, and I do use it every single time that I wash my hair. So I let it sit while I like wash my body or shave my legs or whatever, and then I will rinse out the purple shampoo, and then I will use a separate shampoo, just because that one, the purple shampoo, is mainly for toning. It's not really for washing your hair, if that makes any sense. It's not like the most cleansing shampoo because it is a toning shampoo. Get my hair clean, if that makes any sense. So I can't remember the brand of the one that I'm using. I just kind of use whatever my mom buys. We both have naturally curly hair, obviously, and we both kind of get like a little bit of like drier spots, if that makes any sense. So like around our roots and whatnot, it can kind of get like a tiny bit dry in the summertime, so we use an anti-dandruff shampoo. There is no problem if you have dandruff. It is the most common thing, like with hair, just of all different types, so don't feel bad if you have it. I get it sometimes. It's not that big of a deal. What I do is I just kind of start at the top and then work my way down from like the top of my head down to the base, and I just spend like a few minutes massaging it in. I don't use my fingernails because that can be a little bit too abrasive. I just massage it in with my fingertips, and after that I part my hair down in the middle, I rinse it out, and then I take my whatever conditioner I'm using. This one is the I believe it's the macadamia oil brand conditioner. It's technically called the moisturizing rinse, but I've been using that, and I will take like a pump or two of that, divide my hair in half, and I will add the conditioner down to like the bottom half of my hair, just to help with it not tangling up. And then I will slowly but surely, like I normally start from the back and I detangle it with my hands, and then also make sure I'm getting all of that shampoo out. So I will take section by section and slowly just kind of like rake my fingers through all of my hair, but I do it in sections just so that way I'm not pulling out all of my hair. If you are not gentle with your hair, you are going to have a lot more hair loss than if you were to just be a little bit more gentle with it. So I try to be as gentle as possible with it. Once I have all of that done, I will go in with a second round of conditioner, just add a few more pumps, and then add it pretty much to everything from here down. I add that all in, and then I also kind of add some in the front bits of my hair because I do have some breakage. Whenever I get out of the shower, I just wring my hair out really good, and I typically take a old t-shirt or something like that, or like a microfiber towel, and I will just kind of squeeze and scrunch my hair up like this, and then I will take my Davines oil. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but it's OI, so I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's OI oil. I'll take like 3 pumps of that, and then just like kind of scrunch it into my hair just like this, and just kind of work it in. And this is soaking wet from the shower, so not only am I squeezing some of the water out, but I'm reinforcing the curls with the oil, and just reinforcing the curls in general is what's going to help your curls to be curls instead of just like wavy. Let it sit for maybe like anywhere from like 15 to 30 minutes in that t-shirt. If I can do longer, then I will, but most of the time I'm just sick and tired of it being wet. So either I will put it up in a bun just to kind of let it sit at the top of my head to give it some volume, and then afterwards I will diffuse it. So how I diffuse my hair, I always like to start off at the roots. So the roots of my hair is kind of what takes the longest for it to dry, just because I have a lot of hair and there's a lot of hair at the top of my head. So I will start off at the top of my hair and just kind of like do like circular motions around my root. And once I feel like it's for the most part dry, I will just kind of like put it actually on top of my hair, because beforehand I was only just kind of like hovering over it just so I'm not making it any more frizzy, just because I'm touching my hair with the diffuser. And then I will go onto the ends, so I will hover over the ends like that and just like all over my hair. And then once it's for the most part dry, then I will touch it with the diffuser and like kind of scrunch it and whatnot. The diffuser is a key. You have to have a diffuser attachment if you do have curly hair. It's just so much better. It allows for the air to kind of flow in a little bit more delicately rather than just like a blow dry that's like like it has no detachment, so it's like a ton of air in this one spot. But the diffuser, it kind of spreads the air evenly all over that space. So that personally is what works for me. I have to have a diffuser or else I'm going to be in trouble and my hair is just going to look absolutely crazy, and I'm going to probably just put it up in a bun because I won't like how it looks. The key for my hair to look the way it is a diffuser and some type of hair oil. If you take anything away from that, that is what I do. I don't really do like a ton of different products. I normally just use that one oil. And then for other oils that I do also like, another one that I also have on hand, and this one, I believe that the Davines one is kind of a little bit more on the expensive side. I don't know where my mom bought it, but I'm pretty sure that you can order that on Sephora. I did get this from Target, and more on the affordable side. It's called The Good Stuff, and it is the frizz control oil, and it's good for dry and frizzy hair. And it's also technically a no rinse conditioner, so it's just going to add a lot more moisture and curl definition overall. So that is what you want. Typically, I always have like some pieces that'll kind of dry a little bit weird, or whenever I go to sleep on my hair, they'll be like sticking straight out in the morning. So I always kind of like either straighten them down or like curl them around the front of my hair. I turn my straightener on super low heat and literally just smooth over it, and that's all that I do. All that I do as far as any heat styling, other than like if I want to touch up a curl or something like that, I'll just quickly curl it. I do have a really small curling iron. Here, let me grab it. This is the curling iron that I'm talking about. This is how, or what it looks like. It is a super small curling iron. What is the brand name? It's by Hairstyler, and I'm pretty sure that I ordered this off Amazon like 5 years ago. So they probably still have it. Just look up Hairstyler curling iron, and the size is 9 to 18 millimeters. So this is like the 9 millimeter and this is the 18 millimeter. So it is a tapered one, which I really like for giving more realistic curls if I am touching them up, because I don't want them to look like I've curled my hair. I just want it to look like that's my natural curls. Pretty sure that is everything for my curly hair routine. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video and it was at least slightly informative. I know I just kind of overwhelmed you with a lot of different information, but hopefully it was a little bit helpful if you have curly hair and you're wanting to try a new routine, or if you're just curious as to what I do to my hair. I hope it was helpful and you guys learned something new today. I think that is pretty much it for today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoy, and please don't forget to subscribe down below and like this video if you guys did enjoy, and I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.